guys, welcome back to a new video, or welcome if you're new. I look like Lord Farquaad right now, but I just got back home from my morning walk with Augie, and I grabbed the mail, so just going through it. It's all junk mail. I'm gonna plug my headphones in. Got the usual cold brew with oat milk. It has been cloudy literally every single day for like 2 weeks. We'll get some sun here and there, but like especially in the mornings. I think they call it like May gray, but it's starting to look a little bit like June gloom because it's literally almost June. It's like this every day, but let's make some breakfast. I need to put these dishes away. I always in the morning put the dishes away that are on my drying rack and empty my teapot from the morning. From the night. It's always too hot to empty when I go to bed because I have tea right before bed. We're gonna make up a little breakfast, just some fried eggs and some toast with butter and jam. Such a simple breakfast, but just so good. Like, it's a classic for a reason, you know? It hits the spot. It keeps me filled and energized for my workout, but it's not too heavy. It's just the perfect breakfast. This is my frequent bread of choice. I switch it up sometimes, but this bread is pretty low carb and really, really good. Has a lot of fiber too, and like it actually tastes like bread, you know? There's so many breads that are lower carb that just simply taste like cardboard. When I want toast with butter and jam, I need real bread. Something with some girth to it. I always forget there's a light on the hood above my stove. I personally think eggs are best with butter. I think they cook the best and taste the best. But in my pan, I like to go one step further and cook with ghee, which for those of you that don't know, ghee is clarified butter. So it's lactose free, and not that I eat dairy, but I'm just letting you know. And it's supposedly really good for you, so I've heard. Always remember to cook your eggs low and slow. That is the best way to cook them, and also remember they will continue to cook after you take them off the heat. So always stop the cooking process slightly before they're to your desired doneness, readiness. This butter dish is my pride and joy. It's Mackenzie Child's, and it's just honestly simply probably the favorite thing that I own. Like, it genuinely brings me so much joy to take butter from this cow every day. I'm a big butter girl. I want that toast lathered. And then right now, I have this tart cherry jam. I'm honestly not the biggest fan of it, but I bought it, so I'm gonna eat it. Eggs are done. For the past few months, I have had Celtic salt in my little salt thing right here. It's really yummy. And then just pepper. Really a simple girl when it comes to breakfast these days. Something I feel like you guys need to know about me is that I love like savory and sweet things together. Such as, I love putting eggs, my salted eggs, on my buttered jam toast. Yum. Such a simple pleasure in life, toast with jam. And this egg, yum. I'll eat an egg anyway, but I do really like it kind of jammy like this. I'm going to go do my morning workout. I'm going to do a 20-minute Peloton class and then finish with a lower body workout from the Form app. I use Sam Clark's Form app for at-home workouts. And today I'm going to do a 20-minute inner thigh burner and then a 5-minute core workout. So that'll be totaling, 45 minutes? Perfect workout in combo with my little morning walk. I don't know, I like to start my mornings with a workout for blood sugar purposes, but also I just find that that's when I have the most energy, when I feel the most motivated to do so. I'm not an afternoon workout person or nighttime workout person. Like if I don't work out in the morning, I'm just not working out at all usually, unless I have like plans with friends to do like a workout class or something. Let's go get our morning workout in. It's 10:27 right now. I did sleep in a bit. Normally I wake up around like 7:30 on weekdays, but lately I've been sleeping until like 8:30. And I've honestly been really enjoying the extra sleep and just like letting my body rest. I feel like I've really needed it, and I feel good having been doing that. So we're running a little bit behind, but there's really no rush. It's something else I'm working on in life, is like not always feeling like I'm in a rush, because I'm really not. So let's go do it. There's nothing like a 20-minute Peloton. I get so many questions. Oh, am I bleeding? Oh, no. I get so many questions of if my Peloton is worth it. 100 times over, yes. I've had this since 2021, I believe. And not one time have I ever regretted it. Not once. Although I am still paying it off. But Brie and Maddie would tell you it's absolutely not worth the money. I convinced them to get one, and then they ended up giving it to their parents because they didn't want it anymore. I'm a hater to them for making that choice, though.
And I want you to connect, reach into those elbows, take a nice 3 counts down, 3 counts up. Having that control with that leg that is rising here. Yeah, not kicking in. Reach. Reach. Press into those toes. Go. This is your finisher. You got 15 seconds right here.
Workout done. I always like to come in here and open the door in my room after my workout, just let some fresh air in. Also because my room gets like really steamy with the bathroom there when I take a shower if I don't do this, so I like to open that up, but I'm so sweaty. I need to shower so bad. Also, update on my closet doors. Basically, long story short, is maintenance came and my landlord came, and they're going to staple them up, but they had to order a certain color staples. So we're living with this for now, and when I tell you it keeps me up at night, I mean it. I'm one of those people where like I can't go to bed with a messy house, you know? So this, like, I actually lay in bed staring at it like it's like a ghost in the corner of my room. Like it gives me nightmares. But anyways, gonna shower. I'm gonna pick out an outfit, something cozy. The plan for today, honestly, I can't have that be the background of my videos. I really simply can't. The plan for today is I have therapy today, back to my normally scheduled therapy. I feel like for the past month or so, I've had like therapy on random days of the week because we've like rescheduled and whatever, because she was traveling, I was traveling, whatever. So we're back to our Mondays, Monday therapy. So I have that today at 2. And you guys know I like to take my therapy days slow and gentle, and so that's exactly what I will be doing. I do want to chat with you guys a little bit later because yesterday was a really poor mental health day, and I woke up today being like, we need to touch base again with ourselves and reconnect and pull ourselves out of a rut before we fall too into it. So that's kind of what I've decided to turn this vlog into. I don't know, one life gives you lemon type of thing, you know? Like, we had plans yesterday, we fell into a really yucky mental health space, and today we're going to do the things that make us feel good to pull ourselves out of that, which is reconnecting with ourselves at our core. I feel like I preach a lot about that, about finding what makes you you and what makes you happy, like really, really deep in here at your core. And that's what we're going to be doing today. But regardless, we do still have work today. I have a few things I need to do for some brands that I'm working with, so before and after therapy, I'll do that. Besides that, I really want to make sure that I read today, and I also really want to organize my shoe closet. That's the the goal for today. And I wouldn't mind picking up my guitar and playing a song or two, because if you guys saw, I recently got a guitar again. I used to play when I was younger, and then I just fell off. Like I played in middle school-ish, and I used to take lessons and everything, and then I just, I don't know, stopped playing. But recently I've like, you know what, let's pick it back up. I love to sing even though I'm not very good at it, and that's kind of, again, I'm practicing what I'm preaching, which is doing things that make you really happy at your core. And again, I want to like maybe talk more about this at a later time, but like as I've been reflecting on life, as I'm like about to turn 25, I'm already having that like regret that I feel like older people talk about, where you look back at all the things you wish you did or wish you did differently. And a lot of it is I just have spent so many years just like not tapping into things that make me really happy, and like my creative side and things like that, and putting like other more superficial things at higher priority. And that's something I'm really working on, is kind of redirecting that mindset. And of course it's ongoing, and I have a lot of this because I'm human, and that's totally okay. So I feel like, sometimes I feel like when I talk about this stuff in vlogs, I maybe sound a little bit annoying, because like I feel like it's a pattern where I'll be like, oh, I'm doing really good, I'm doing all these fun hobbies and whatever, and then I'm like, oh, I'm in a rut and I can't get out of it and I'm feeling really shitty, and then I'm like, oh, but I'm like, I'm gonna start doing these things and then I'm gonna feel better, and then I'm like, and then it's literally like this. And I feel sometimes a little bit silly, and you guys will be like people will make mean comments, you know, in one way or another about like how I'm unstable. But aren't we all? And you know what? Yes, I am unstable. So I can't really argue with that, because I'm a human being and I struggle with mental health. And you know what? If you're gonna comment something like that, fine. Fine. I am. I'll just claim it before you can. Yeah, I'm unstable, and yes, I struggle a lot with mental health, and I'm a little bit cuckoo in the brain. There, I said it. And then cue the comments about me being pick-me and me being dramatic and me. Anyways, we're not gonna get into that because we're focusing on ourselves. Another thing I'm working on is not reading my comments so much. That is an ongoing thing, but we're working on it. But anyways, let's shower, let's freshen up, and let's get ready for the day in a cute, cozy outfit that'll make us feel good, make us feel comfortable, make us feel warm and safe. And we will make today a really, really awesome, beautiful day. Happy Monday. All dressed for the day. Literally ignore. Whole outfit is aloe, top is aloe, sweatpants are aloe, and I'm wearing my sneaky reds. My sneaky reds. Which are from Skims. But it's like 12:30. I'm so hungry. I'm gonna go downstairs and make some lunch. And then we need to get some work done. I was just filming. I learned the lunch music video choreography, Billy's new music video. And I filmed that, and then I posted a TikTok story and posted on Reels and TikTok and YouTube Shorts. So I did do productive things this morning, but for some reason, like that type of stuff feels unproductive, even though it is productive. But I need to do stuff for brand deals. Separate type of productive, you know? But it's only 12:30. Literally the night is still young. At the end of the day, I'm a creature of habit. So today for lunch, we're having a lunch salad. Again, obviously you guys have seen me make this a million times. It's one of my favorite lunches. It's quick and it's easy. And honestly, not to be like super boring and lame, but I do think that salads are one of my favorite foods. Kind of always have been my whole life. Like I just like genuinely think they're like so good and fresh and just like, they just are so crisp and yummy. In my salad today, I have lettuce, carrot, cucumber, tomatoes, leftover roasted Brussels sprouts, some, what else did I put in here? Oh, and then I made a tuna salad that has a few veggies. There's like capers, celery, some like kimchi stuff, which I'm actually gonna put some more of that in. I forgot I had that. Where is it? I got this, I guess it's like a kraut, like a sauerkraut vibe, the iBoost herbal kraut. Really yummy. And I have some of that mixed into the tuna salad, but why not throw some more on top too? And that's my lunch. For my dressing, I had just a little bit of this ranch dressing left, which I've mentioned before, but this doesn't taste like ranch, like, you know, ranch. It doesn't taste like a ranch dressing. It's a good dressing, but it doesn't taste like ranch. It's just like a vinegary, herby type dressing. But while I eat this, I'm going to do some work on my phone, edit a couple of videos for a brand, or make some edits for the brand, because the way that it works with like brand deals and stuff is, here, wait, let me sit down, I'll tell you. So when you do a campaign with a brand, what happens is they send you like a brief, which is essentially like a PDF file of kind of like the campaign messaging, some like, often there's like some inspo, like mood board type things, or there's like examples to other campaigns, or just like videos that have been posted online that they like the vibe of, that like might inspire me in my video. And there's like talking points, and then like do's and don'ts and things of that nature, like just like requirements within the video. And then you create a video. Sometimes you have to send in like a script prior to filming, or like a concept prior to filming. And then you do your first draft, you send it in with like the caption you are proposing and like the video, whatever. Sometimes, although it's rare, a video will get approved first round. They're like, perfect, everything's great, good to post. But 9 times out of 10, they say, hey, between this timestamp and this timestamp, can you take this out, or can you change this, or can you word this different, or can you put text on the screen right here, or can you refilm this part? Or sometimes they're even like, I don't think you quite hit the mark of what we were looking for. Can you please refilm? And you have to like start over entirely. And that's just sort of like the process of brand deals. And then usually brands only have you make a couple of edits, but here and there you'll get a brand where you're like filming a new video like 10 times. And that is when it gets frustrating, because it's like, you gave me a brief and I'm literally following it, and now you're telling me you want something completely different, which does happen once in a while. Not the brands I'm working with today, thankfully. I have 3 that I'm working on right now, and all 3 have been really, really pleasant to work with. But I just have to make a few edits in a couple of them, and then another one, I need to send a script in for that. So, with that being said, we're going to eat our yummy lunch salad, and do some not so fun work on our phone, but work at the end of the day. And I'm grateful that it's my job, so let's get to it. Lunch was so very yummy. Really good. And oh, I need to water my basil plant. But it's now, oh my god, it's 1:11. I made the edits I had to make. I still have to write the script for the 3rd video I'm making. But I want to make a coffee, but I'm having an internal dilemma, because I kind of think I want a hot coffee, a hot cuppa. I haven't said that in forever. But I don't, holy mother, what the is that? What is that? What is that? Oh my god, that cannot live there. That cannot live there. That cannot live there. What is it? What is it? What is it? Oh, oh, oh. Do you guys see that? Oh my god. What the is it? What is it? What is it? Oh, no, 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 no. Guys, that is the biggest, I'm gonna throw up. What is it? What is it? What is it? Guys, what is this? What the freak is that? Oh my god. I need it gone. What do I do? Wait, I'm gonna have a panic attack. Guys, what do I do? Wait, I'm literally gonna use this matcha spoon. Oh. Ew, what is it? What is it? What is it? Ew. I can't live amongst that. Oh. No, you guys, this is really bad. I don't even care about bugs like that. What the living mother F was that? I've never in my life seen something like that. It had like 25 legs. I can't go on. I need to move out. Where did it go? What if there's more? I can't. Guys, I need to leave. I need to burn this house down. What if it, guys, what was it? That's what's bugging me. What was it? What the heck was it? Ew, I can't go on. Although I found that horrifying, upon further research, it's just a house centipede. Which I have a ton of like little centipedes in here, which I kill sometimes but often leave them because I've heard they eat pests and whatnot. And like they're so harmless and the ones I have are so little. That was the biggest thing. Anywho, before I was so rudely interrupted by my house guest that is still living behind my fridge, my stove, we're gonna make a Keurig coffee, I think. I just pulled this out. My Keurig's been in like my storage closet, so should I feel like I should run, yeah, I should probably just run some hot water first, huh? I can't believe that centipede is living in my house. That is so foul. Nonetheless, I'm using these donut shop, oh my god, donut shop pods. These are really good. I'm starting to make peace with the centipede. I think I'm okay with him being here. I'm accepting that he's here to stay. Put some cinnamon. It's gonna be hot. Do you guys remember during Vlogmas every single day I would burn myself during my Keurig taste test? Also, I'm using one of my favorite mugs that I got in Hawaii. Eating my hair. Yeah, you know, sometimes you just need a hot cup of coffee. Sitting down at my desk, I'm going to write up a script, but I was also just sort of like sitting here and just kind of on YouTube, like looking at just like analytics and comments and whatnot, just like looking at the back end stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna write a script that I have to write. I have on my to-do list to edit a vlog, but I'm not sure I have a vlog to edit. I think I may have done that already. So I have to check this SD card, but if I do have a vlog to edit, I'll probably do that after therapy today. Because as of right now, with the trajectory that I'm going on, I'll be done with work after therapy. So I could edit a video, but then also I'm like, or I could read. So maybe I'll do that, or like learn a song on guitar or practice some of the songs I already know. But anywho, let me check this SD card and see what's going on. Okay, no, I did, because I remember writing this to-do list at the end of last week, and I did already edit that vlog that I was gonna edit. So the only thing I have left to do today is write up that script. So, opening up Google Docs, and let's do this. Let's try to get this done. Oh yeah, I should be good. I have like 25 minutes till therapy, so let's do it. Logging on to therapy, I wrote the script, and so now that means when I finish therapy in an hour, I'm gonna be free for the day. So I'm gonna walk Augie and then probably read, but I'm still working on my hot coffee. I'm gonna join. My appointment starts in 3 minutes, but I like to just have it up and ready so that, like, sorry, I was getting a bug. Whenever she joins, we can start. But I'm not really quite sure what we're gonna talk about today, because I just had therapy on Friday, so I have to brainstorm for like 2 minutes. Done and dusted. Done with therapy. Today we talked a lot about something that's been going on in my brain. So let's chat. So something that I'm aware of about myself, and something that a lot of people have told me, is that I'm very strong-minded. I come across as very, like, what's the word? Strong-willed. I come across as, like, I've gotten, like, that my energy commands a room. And I've gotten, like, I come across as, like, intimidating. And I just, like, I walk in and, like, I feel like I have a good head on my shoulders. Like, that's, like, the vibe I give off as I walk in. And as I'm saying these things, I'm sure some of you might be thinking, like, okay, those are all good things. And the issue I'm struggling with is hearing those things about myself, like getting that feedback from those around me. I'm not proud of coming across that way. And what I'm struggling with is working on coming to terms with the fact that I do come across that way. Like, I walk in and, like, I've had multiple people tell me this, that I seem super confident, I seem super sure of myself. I almost come across as, like, a little bit, like, cold. And that's hard for me to hear, because that's not what's happening in my brain, but that's how it's coming across. And I'm coming to terms with the fact that it's not a bad thing to come across as, like, sure of myself and not to be messed with. Like, that's not a bad thing to be perceived as that type of person. But I view it as a bad thing for myself, and it translates to me thinking I'm a bad person, and then it eats at me. And those aren't connected in any way. So basically we spent that therapy session kind of talking through, like, am I okay with being a strong-willed person and things like that, and then, like, why does it have to be a bad thing? And anyways, I obviously am not going to go into details about, like, exactly what we're talking about, but that's just, like, the basis of it. And I think I just really want to work on, like, you know what, like, I am a really sure of myself, strong-willed person, and I think my energy is often perceived as very, very loud and very, very commanding. Like, without me opening my mouth, I think I come across as, like, I'm, like, my presence is loud. My energy takes up a lot of space. And I want to work on not seeing that as a negative thing and being proud of that about myself. But I'm working through it, because I think I have some things from childhood and just, like, past experiences, as everyone does. But things that I've lived through, or things I've been told in my life, or things I have programmed in my brain, tell me that those things about myself are not good. And then it leads me to being like, oh my God, like, I really dislike myself. I'm a really bad person. I'm mean. I'm all this. And it's like, those things aren't true. Like, just because I come across in one way that I deem as bad doesn't mean that it is bad. It just is. And I also am working on, like, me personally, like my best friends, Bree and Maddie, they are some of, like, the most outspoken, strong-willed people I know, and I look up to them so much, and I love that about them. So why would I hate it about myself when I love it about other people? It's just, like, something I'm working through, like, becoming the adult version of me, and, like, coming to who I am as I'm, like, finished with puberty and finished with my brain developing and all that. Like, it's just something I'm working through. So I figured I would share, be open and vulnerable with you guys. I feel like everyone has things about themselves that they're just, like, they don't like, or they know they're perceived in a way that maybe they don't like, or maybe, because like for me, I feel like I'm being, like what I worry is that being perceived in that way is going to make people think I'm mean or think I'm whatever, negative things about me. But I think I am taking their views and turning it into, oh, I'm a horrible person, they think I'm mean, when like they don't think I'm mean, they just think I'm intimidating, they just think I'm strong-minded, they think that I'm a person that occupies a lot of space in a room. But that doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. Am I making sense? Not sure, to be honest, but therapy's done. My coffee's gone cold, but I'm gonna finish it up. It's 3 o'clock now. I'm gonna take Augie on a nice walk. And wait, I just had a really lovely idea. I think I'm going to walk Augie to the park, and I think I'm gonna sit there and read. We should totally do that. I'm gonna do that. That sounds actually really lovely. Maybe I'll bring a blanket. Wait, guys, this is fun. Okay, let's do it. Back home, that was a lovely park sit and read. Nice walk to the park, walk back, sitting in the park reading. It was just really pleasant. The only thing that was annoying, which it's like, it's fine, but that's not a dog park. Like, dogs are allowed there, but it's not a dog park. And you're supposed to keep your dog on the leash. And like, everyone lets their dog off leash in that park. It's not even like fully gated in, but like it's not a dog park, you know? But people like always have their dogs off leash, and I was getting kind of annoyed because I was laying there like on my back with my book above my head, and Augie was on his leash and he was laying next to me, and then like a dog would come over and like would come running over to Augie, and then like Augie and the dog would like the other dog would like jump on my head, and I'd be like, oh my god. Because I had my headphones in, so I couldn't like hear the dog coming. All of a sudden Augie would just like jump up, and all of a sudden there was like 2 dogs in my face. And I was just like, it always is like baffling to me. I'm like, how do dog owners just like let their dogs just like run to strangers like without, do you know what I mean? Like, it's fine. It's not the dogs that bug me, it's the owners that just like I'm minding my business, reading my book, my dog's on his leash, laying down next to me, and you're just gonna let your dog off leash, even though they're not supposed to be off leash there, come run over to me and like play with my dog and bug me, like disturb my reading because I have to like put the book down to like control my dog. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, can we just like use our heads a little bit? Obviously I didn't say anything, but I'm always just like, I get so annoyed with dog owners sometimes. Not that I'm like the perfect dog owner, not saying that. I'm sure I've done things that annoy other people, but, and I also understand like when dogs do stuff and you're like, oh my god, like I'm so sorry. Like sometimes when I have Augie and I'm walking, and if it's like a crowded area and Augie will start to like jump on the people around me, and I'm like, oh my god, like I'm so sorry. Like, because when there's like a ton of people around, he gets like excited and he tries to jump on everyone around him, and like sometimes it catches me off guard and he'll jump on someone and I'm like, I'm so sorry. So like, I do get it, because like dogs are dogs, and like sometimes they're like unpredictable in a sense, like you don't know when they're just gonna like go and run or like go and jump, whatever, you know what I mean? But I was just like, it happened a few times. I was like, come on, like you see me minding my business, literally in the corner of the park reading too. Like I wasn't like in the dead center in the middle of all the dogs playing. I was fully in the corner under a tree with my dog on leash, laying on a towel, and like a couple dogs kept coming over, and I was like, oh my god. But anyways, back home now. It's about 5 o'clock, and I put my wrist brace on because if you guys don't know, you haven't been following along, I feel like I keep talking about it, so sorry if you've heard this every single time I've talked about it, but back in February, I fell down my stairs, I hurt my wrist, I thought it was broken, got an x-ray, they told me nothing was wrong with it, maybe just a bone bruise, so I ignored it, but then over time it got worse and worse and worse, so then this past week I went and got a second x-ray. It's not broken, but I do have tendonitis, so I got a big steroid shot in my wrist, and it was feeling better, but it's aching today. I think I did something to bug it. And what's unfortunate is my doctor, the wrist specialist I went to, was worried that the shots wouldn't help necessarily because I did wait so long after the injury began to start the shots. So yeah, I have to go back in a few weeks to get a second shot, and then if it's not better after that, I'm probably gonna need surgery. And I don't know why my brain is like, yeah, you're probably gonna need surgery because of how, like, it's still bugging me. Although it does feel significantly better from before the first shot, but today not so much. Like today it's really bugging me. It's pretty swollen. So I'm gonna ice it later and just take it easy. That's why I have this on, to like limit the range of motion. But anyways, I also can't believe that centipede is like living in my house right now, like somewhere, and that I don't know where. Like I think I just need to like give it up and release that, and I just accept that is the case. But my God, I don't want to. I do not want to accept that is in fact the case. Also, I think I'm just gonna leave my Keurig on the counter here. I'm just gonna unplug it. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it because lately I have been craving hot coffees, and I think it's because when the weather gets hot, you guys know this about me, I love a hot cup of coffee on a hot day. I don't know why, I can't explain it, but like, especially like in the mornings, like when it's like a summer morning, it's like humid, drinking a hot cup of coffee for some reason is so yummy to me. Like I always crave it. But anywho, let's make a little dinner drink. I'm gonna just have a Waterloo, but I think I wanna put some of my basil plant. Oh, I never watered that, so I'll water it now. I'm gonna put some of my basil plant in it and make it, I don't know, a little fancy. Put some ice in a cup. Let's water this bad boy. This plant's kind of thriving, honestly. Like, I think I have a low-key garden happening right now. Dinner tonight, I'm gonna cook up this teriyaki seasoned salmon from Whole Foods. And then I have some onions sauteing here. I'm gonna add in these peppers to it as well, and then some avocado. And I don't know, we'll see what other odds and ends I end up adding, but that's just like the framework of it. One of my favorite recent food hyperfixations, specifically to snack on while eating dinner, is tomatoes with salt, which is like so crazy to me. Like if you would have told me that even 3 years ago, I would have been like, no, there's no way. Because I used to hate tomatoes. And now I just think they're so good. And with salt, it's the best snack. Here is my little dinner for one. I was far too lazy to wait for a sweet potato to cook. So we went very simple today. And some Frank's Red Hot on my salmon tonight. Because honestly, to be honest, I don't really care for the the Whole Foods teriyaki salmon, but this was like, they only had a few marinated options when I went, and this was one of them. And it was like one of the best options, but I don't really care for it, but let's try it. Cheers. That'll do. Pepper. Sauteed peppers and onions are always a hit. Like you can't really do them wrong. Just did a quick rinse in the shower. I didn't have to wash my hair or anything because I'm going to style my hair in the morning, so I'm just gonna wash it then because I'm going to a brand event tomorrow. I'm going to a showroom again for a brand. So I didn't have to wash my hair, and then I literally shaved this morning, so I didn't have to shave. So literally jumped in there, scrubbed some soap on me, hopped out. It was like a 2-minute shower, but I figured I would run you guys through my skincare routine again because it's been a while since I went through like step by step, and I get a lot of questions about my skincare routine because you guys have seen in real time me clearing up my skin. It's definitely not perfect, and it's also evolving. Like I don't get the cystic zits anymore. However, now I get little forehead bumps and breakouts and like neck bumps and breakouts. But I will take the breakouts, I'm not even gonna call them breakouts. I'll take whatever's going on with my skin right now over what I was dealing with for the last like 2 years. My skin, I was really struggling for a while with some cystic acne, and I look back at my 1 year ago memories and I was like, holy moly. My skin was so inflamed and just like, I just remember feeling like so, like what the heck is going on with my face? So I figured I would share my skincare routine because I know I've mentioned like, I think a lot of my skin clearing up is like working on like reducing anxiety in my life, but then also ways that I'm eating and then just like things of that caliber. However, I will say once I started using, and this is, again, I say this every time I talk about them, but I'm not affiliated with or sponsored by Good Molecules in any way, shape, or form. They've never sent me stuff. I don't have a code for them. They've never paid me to say anything. Like, I have zero affiliation with them as of right now. But I always say I would love to work with Good Molecules if you're ever watching, because I am genuinely your #1 fan, because these products are the only thing that helped my skin over my 2-year acne journey. Like, I don't think I have acne anymore. I think I have normal breakouts. And I credit it to the products that I use from Good Molecules. Like, at least the majority of the credit goes to them. So I want to tell you guys about a skincare step-by-step that I use, because I haven't gone in depth, and I do get quite a few questions, especially like as I've posted like pictures of me and you guys have noticed my skin clearing up. Like, you're like, what is your skincare routine? So rest assured, let me tell you. So I wash my face with the Good Molecules. Well, it's all, but everything I use is from Good Molecules, but the acne foaming cleanser is what I use to wash my face. I also use this when I'm wearing makeup. The way I take my makeup off is I take a face cloth and I do like a triple wash with this. I wash twice with the face cloth and then I wash once with my hands, and that's how I get my makeup off, and it works like a charm. Then I go in and use the hyaluronic acid serum. Yeah, hyaluronic acid serum. And I think this makes my skin really glowy. This also might be the thing that's giving me the little forehead breakouts, because I ran out of this for a couple days, or like a week. And I feel like those bumps started to go away. But honestly, not really my problem. Like, I'm okay with how my skin looks, so I think it's just slowly clearing up, and so my forehead will clear up in time as well. But I put that all over, and then it says you're supposed to wait about 30 minutes. No, about 30 seconds before you move on to the next thing. So I always clean my ears while I wait for that to sink in. And I know that you're not supposed to clean your ears with Q-tips, and I always say this because, let me just tell you, I will not change my ways. I've been doing this my whole life, and I cannot be stopped. The next step in my routine is the BHA Clarified Gel Cream. This stuff right here. And on their website, it tells you like what all this stuff does. I think, yeah, I took also a skin quiz when I was first buying this stuff, and it recommended most of these, or it recommended all these products to me plus a few more, but I wanted as few as possible. So I took out like a few of them, because some of the ones they recommended were like to help with like acne scarring and stuff. And from everything I've ever heard from like dermatologists and just like people that have cleared their acne successfully and stuff, it's like worry about one thing at one time. So like first clear your skin, then once it's been clear for a while, then work on acne scars. But don't try to treat your acne scars while you're treating acne, because you're just gonna be too much is gonna be going on your face. So yeah, okay. And then I do the lightweight daily moisturizer. Really like this moisturizer. I also use their sunscreen when I'm putting sunscreen on my face, which I should do every day. I will say that's my flaw. I don't wear sunscreen on my face every day, though I know I'm very aware that I should, and everyone should, but I do when I go in the sun. I always put sunscreen on, and I use the Good Molecule sunscreen. for my face. Like, they have face sunscreen. And then the very last step is the Yerba Mate Wake Up Eye Gel. I love this stuff. If you aren't really in the market for different, like, new skincare per se, but you want to get something from Good Molecules, get this because it makes my under eyes so soft. Like, actually so soft. And I can, like, feel it under my eyes all day. Not in, like, a gross greasy way or anything like that. Just, like, I can tell that it's, like, it's putting in the work down there. But that's my whole skincare routine. It's, like, very simple and easy. I use Laneige sleeping mask on my lips. This one's almost gone. Had this one since Hawaii, so we've made our way through that one. And I just take a clean little spoolie, brush my eyebrows up. I have an eyebrow I cannot talk right now. I have an eyebrow appointment in a couple days, and thank God, because I'm needing it. I just came in my spare room here and realized that I never organized my shoe closet. But you know what? That's a story for another day. But I am going to put away this laundry that I've had drying here. I had a couple things that just weren't quite dry yet when they came out of the wash this past weekend. So I'm gonna go put those away in my room and then hang up my skirts because those are done drying as well. It's about 7 o'clock now, and since summer's approaching, it's nowhere near dark, which makes me so happy. Like, it makes me want to still go out and do stuff. Like, in the wintertime, I'm in bed. Not actually, but like, it's fully dark. I'm like zoned in, you know? Like, I'm not leaving the house right now. Like, it makes sense why, like, going to get ice cream is such, like, a summer thing. Obviously, because it's hot out, too. But it's because, like, you have so many hours at night where it's, like, bright out and you're like, what should we do? And it's like, go get ice cream. Which makes me want to go get Anita's. I haven't had Anita's in so long. Remember that gelato place I always used to go to? Oh, my God, I miss it. I need to go back ASAP. But anyways, I'm going to do a roll call with my friends. I'm going to call up, FaceTime a bunch of my friends and catch up, do my little round, the rounds of the friends, you know, and then I'm going to read for the rest of the night. And this is the book that I'm reading as of current. I started this, I believe when I got back from, when did I start this? No, I read it, okay. I started this, I remember I went to the beach that day. Maybe it was like beginning of April. And I read it at the beach that day and then didn't touch it again. Because here's the thing. It's a love story. And I'm not normally someone who loves love stories in books. I love watching rom-com movies. They're also not my favorite. But specifically books, I have a hard time getting into any sort of romance book. And in addition, it's a straight romance novel, which is another reason I have a hard time getting into it, because I'm just so, my brain is so wired queer that I'm just like, I just roll my eyes at so many things that happen within like relationships I see on TV and in books, because I'm like, that's so far from like my dating experience, my love experience, so it's like hard to relate, so it's like I'm not really interested. But with that being said, I heard really, really good things about this book, and the plot is sort of beyond just being a love story. So basically, long story short is there's this girl, Clementine, and she has an aunt that's very near and dear to her and has taught her like a lot of life lessons and has done a lot of traveling with her and really kind of taught her the ropes of life. And a lot of like her morals and her values, it's just like the things she lives by comes from her aunt. And her aunt passes away, and her aunt leaves the apartment to her. So she moves into her aunt's old apartment, and the book starts with her being, you know, obviously really upset over that and really heartbroken, and also dealing with like a breakup from a significant other. And anyways, she ends up meeting a man However, she meets him 7 years in the past because there's a thing about her aunt's apartment where it's a little bit magic, and essentially it time warps. And her aunt has two main rules, and it is to leave your shoes by the door and to never fall in love in the apartment. And lo and behold, she meets a man within her apartment. However, it is in fact 7 years in the past. So that is like the premises of the story, and where I'm at in the story, it's starting to get to a point where you're like, oh boy, this is gonna get messy really, really quickly. I'm about maybe a little over like less than half, but almost to halfway. This is the book I'm reading right now. So once I finish up my calls with my friends, I'm going to sit here and read this.